Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Falcons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Fresno State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, and then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
They're going to run it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Fresno State right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Keene. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This offense has a second down play. On the option, he'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. On the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here comes the option. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Oh, big juke to get past. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosion.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Arsenault.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Looking for a man. It's Keene. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run?
And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Fresno State right back to the line. On second down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Moss. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Back to pass, it's Keene. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Looking for room, it's Arsenault. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Fresno State!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 6 over Arizona.
Goes to the option.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The Falcons pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Fires on the move. He's got it. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Falcons have taken it inside the 20. Third down play from the gun. Trying to get to him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move out of the end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. A lot of urgency for this offense. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd down after the run. Looking to pass. It's Keene. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Fresno State will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. On the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Still sitting at their own 20 after that last one. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option, plows through the defense.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Fresno State right back to the line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker, that guy matched up on a safety, keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot, get him the football, let him make plays.
Dropping back. It's Keene. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over FIU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harrison. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to throw it again. Trying to beat the D deep. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Feeling some heat. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Heaves it on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Give to the fullback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air, it's Hayes. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on first down. stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Facing a 3rd down is short from the 26. Here comes the option. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the big fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Hayes. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Fresno State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Keene. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll run the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Second down coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. Got the first down. Looking for more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Goes to the option. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Oh, what a move! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Now on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now on second down. To the air, it's Hayes. Finds his target down the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. The option look. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. On the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder, a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them, a stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Fresno State right back to the line. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. No huddle here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bulldogs are on the move.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. On the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Here comes the option. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. They'll run the option. Smashes through. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Goes to the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Quick strike complete.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Falcons will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Fresno State right back to the line. To throw, it's Keene. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Power football with the run.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Now on the option. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Give to the running back. Jumped on top of the pile. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 29 to Arizona. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Throws to the back. Working that left side now. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Latham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Personal foul. Unnecessary rough. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Number 17.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. On first down, here comes this offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.